The Niagara region has launched a new recycling campaign called The Odd Couple, which aims to change the way we think about plastic bag recycling. Lucy, The Odd Couple is a new campaign that's been launched here in the Niagara region. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, the Odd Couple campaign is Niagara Region's campaign to ask residents to properly prepare their plastic bags and their plastic stretchy outer wraps, such as those found around dry cleaning, around toilet tissue packaging, paper towel packaging, even things like bread bags and rinsed milk bags. To properly prepare these materials by bundling them all up into one plastic bag, tying the handles of the bag closed, and then tossing the bag into the gray box. The gray box in Niagara region is typically used for the recycling of cardboard and newspapers and boxboard. So many people don't remember that we do want to see plastic bags and stretchy plastic outer wrap properly bundled in one bag and placed in the gray box with the cardboard and the newspaper and the boxboard. It's an odd couple, hence the name of the campaign. Generally, people think plastic bags, oh, they're made of plastic. You know, they should be placed in the blue box with my plastic bottles. But what the target of the campaign is here is to try and help people remember that we want plastic bags and stretchy plastic outer wrap to be properly prepared and placed in the gray box. The reason for that is it can be much easier removed from the gray box line in our recycling center here in Niagara region. It slides out much easier from between newspapers and cardboard than it does from between the bottles and the cans and the crushed glass that you would typically find in the blue box.
What does an employee at the recycling plant actually have to do where this plastic film is concerned?
Well, when the material comes in here, if the plastic film was packaged all stuffed and placed in a bag and tied at the home level, the sorter would just have to pull the bag off and place it right into the storage bunker behind us. But unfortunately, a lot of the times the bags come in loose, and that means they have to individually pull each bag off the line, which involves a lot more labor than pulling one bag that is stuffed full of plastic bags.
This is actually, for this program, is actually going to impact the taxpayer here in Niagara, and how will that happen?
Well, the annual cost for managing bags here at the recycling center is about $85,000 a year, and that is broken into three components. Like we mentioned, the labor is the main component. Sorters have to focus on pulling individual bags as opposed to one full bag of bags, and that involves a lot of extra time where they could be sorting more valuable materials, such as number two plastic. Plastic bags are worth only $35 a ton, whereas number two plastic is worth over $600 a ton. So they could focus their efforts on pulling more valuable materials. That is definitely an important element to the process. The second one is maintenance. We spend a lot of time at night removing unwanted bags that get wrapped around return idlers that support the conveyor belts. We have to change bearings because the bags work their way into the bearings and it damages the housing and the bearings, as well as it clogs our screens. So when the plastic bags wrap around the screens, we spend a lot of hours with knives trying to cut out the bags from the screens. And then the last element is that we actually we don't recover. We recover about 80% of the bags at the recycling facility. The other 20% gets mixed in with our other residue, and we ship that to another facility in Toronto that it resorts that material at a cost to the region.
Lucy, you have been out at grocery stores and different events getting the word out about the Odd Couple, but in case somebody has not heard of it, how will they know how to separate their recyclables at the curb?
If somebody improperly prepares their plastic bags and stretchy plastic outer wrap by putting them loose in the blue or gray box, or by putting them all in the blue box, what they will see, our collection contractor will place a label and it will have the Odd Couple imaging on it, and it will say, we belong together. And it's a reminder to residents that they are supposed to place their stuffed bags and stretchy plastic outer wraps in one bag, and to please place it in the gray box. Our collection contractor will place the tag on the material and leave it behind so that residents are reminded to properly prepare their materials the next time and the following collection day. But more importantly than just placing it in the gray box is to ask residents to remember to stuff all of the loose materials into one bag. And what that will do will make it much easier for us here at the Niagara Region Recycling Facility to remove the material in one swift movement as opposed to multiple picks to get multiple loose bags out.
So remember, plastic bags like these go in your gray bin, not your blue bin. For more information about recycling programs, you can visit their website at niagararegion.ca/waste. In Niagara Falls, reporting for The Source, I'm Lori Taraba.